Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker, who joins us right now. Governor, good to have you. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to be with you. First, I should just say prayers to all our Gold Star families. Thank you for their sacrifice, and most importantly, the sacrifice to the loved ones. But thanks for having me on.
It's a great message. We cannot forget that on this Memorial Day weekend. So just first, your thoughts off of that, the voter suppression, the reason why Hillary Clinton lost specifically in your home state.
Well, it's convenient that she says that now and didn't say anything about it last spring when she lost the Wisconsin primary to Bernie Sanders on the Democrat side. That's because in the primary, both Republican and Democrat primaries, we had the second largest turnout of any state in the nation, second only to New Hampshire, where obviously they've got a pretty big tradition of being first in the nation in terms of primary. Wisconsin was second behind them in terms of turnout, the biggest turnout we've had since the 1970s, and that's because people were excited about those campaigns, both on the left and on the right. Obviously, part of the reason she failed in Wisconsin in the fall was because people weren't excited about her campaign.
Well, of course, but are they blaming it on voter ID? I mean, where do they come up with this idea that the vote was suppressed?
Well, it's just ridiculous. I mean, the idea that everywhere else in society, almost in anything we do in life today, we have to show some sort of photo ID. We do it in Wisconsin. We provide it for free upon request. There's no way that people can't get access to a voter ID here in the state of Wisconsin. Again, it wasn't a problem in the spring when we had record turnout. Right. That's because people, both in the Republican and Democrat side, were excited. Apparently, they weren't excited about Hillary Clinton's campaign in the fall, and that's the reason she didn't win.
All right, Governor, I want to talk about Medicaid. Wisconsin is seeking to become the first state to drug test Medicaid applicants. The left calling this move racist. What do you say?
Well, I think it's ridiculous when people want to see people permanently dependent in the government. You know, our belief here in Wisconsin, we're good, decent people. We want to care for those in need in our community. But if they're able to work, we want to enable them to get in the workforce. I often like to say we need to have public assistance more like a trampoline to get people back up on their feet again and less like a hammock. And unfortunately, the left in the past has wanted people permanently dependent in the government. We want to get them the tools to get back up and into the workforce. I've got the highest employment levels I've ever had in my state. I've got nearly record low unemployment rates in the state, 17-year low right now, close to the lowest we've ever had. And I've got one of the highest percentages of people in the workforce of any state in the nation. We're in the top 10. I need more people in the workforce, and we're saying if we get you healthy, meaning drug-free, and we get people who've got basic employability skills, I can find a job for anyone in the state who's able to work.
Governor, quickly, before I let you go, what's the mood like in Wisconsin about how things are going right now?
I'm sorry, the last part about that?
What's the mood in Wisconsin where you are about how things are going?
Oh, I mean, I think right now, I often say with what's happening with the president and all the attention out there that people here in this state judge actions greater than words, and we see the actions, the changes happening that put more power back into the states and more importantly in the hands of the people being a good one. And we see a state where, again, like I said, we've got record levels of employment here. We're excited about the future, but we want to make sure we get more people off the sidelines and into the game and back to work.
Governor Scott Walker, as a Minnesotan, I can say this time of year, Wisconsin, Minnesota, beautiful time to come visit. So there's your public service.
It is.
It is.
15,000 lakes, not the Lake of Atlanta, 10,000, but 15,000 lakes, and they all have fish in. So
Governor, great to have you with us.